back to another episode, Vegas Views, Dawn Sullivan, Danny Miner. Danny, how was your week?
Of course, it was great. Exciting. I saw you were at the Knights game yesterday.
Okay, for all the Knights fans, we did lose, but we lost to the St. Louis Blues, which was still kind of cool because I'm kind of a St. Louis fan in other sports. Yeah, I'm a huge Cardinals fan. So it was kind of cool to see the Blues and the Knights, but I was all nighted out. So I was like my home team, but I wasn't like, it wasn't as if someone else beat us. It was still like kind of okay. Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm not in a good mood.
No, what happened?
The Eagles lost to the 49ers.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Philadelphia Eagles got killed by the 49ers.
Yeah,
now I have to hear them, oh, the Eagles aren't as good as you think they are. It's a game, Don. You're not going to go a 17-game season without losing.
I've got to ask you a question.
Go ahead. I'm in a bad mood over it.
One, how is your fantasy football?
I won. I won by
Did you?
60 points this week. I'm 8-5. I didn't clinch the playoffs yet, but
so where are you in your rank?
I think I'm third. I think I'm ranked third right.
Okay.
But I lost first place because I lost last week, but top 6 make the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm going to make the playoffs. I got 1 week left.
Then I saw, I do believe that you've been like up there for a while
with
the fantasy football. Okay. Then I saw a small rant. You're against college football?
Listen.
Like this was a weird
Now
thing
you
I saw.
see, I said it was going to be calm today. Now you had to talk about college football.
I just was scrolling and all of a sudden I'm like, what's wrong with Danny? Something of bitching out college football, and I'm like, what is it?
Listen, here's the thing about college football. I love sports. I love every sport. I don't care what you're playing, I'm watching it. That's me. I'm a sports fanatic. But college football, I don't get it, Don. This is the only sport in the history of the world that has... Go ahead.
Can we pause just for 1 second?
Go ahead.
Are you really about to just offend an entire
Yes.
shit?
Yes.
Go for it.
This is a fictional champion every year with this sport. There's not a real, true champion. Everybody gets together and discusses who's the best team. What the F is that? You win it on the field. But college football, you win it, whoever thinks you're the best team, you're the best team. The Cowboys would win it every year. The Cowboys would win it every year if the NFL did this. Every year.
There's got to be some logic behind it, Danny.
There's
They're not just saying pick the gold team.
Don, there is an undefeated Florida State team, as me and you speak here, did not make the playoffs. They're undefeated. They're undefeated. 1982, I'm going to tell you when I stopped watching college football. 1992, I believe it was. Penn State, Kerry Collins, okay? Carter was the running back. They went undefeated and didn't win the national championship. When that happened, it was the last day I watched college football. I said I would never watch it again, and I didn't.
I was unaware
It's generic. It's fake. They have a mythical champion every year. It's mythical. It's not real. And
so
people are fed up with it.
Is it just practice for the major leagues? Is it like just practice?
That's what it's saying. And then they have these stupid bowl games, right? They're the dumbest thing on the planet. Don, you could be 6-6 and you're going to the garbage can bowl. Yeah, we're going to the garbage can bowl. Who the hell cares? Take these bowls and shove them, NCAA. Nobody cares about them. They're the dumbest thing on the planet.
That's the NCAA.
That's college football.
I know it is the NCAA.
Listen.
The obese people.
Could you...
all of it. And people, you know who doesn't like us anymore? Nobody. Last week I got trans messages. I'm down 1,000 followers. Well, actually I'm down like 1,200, but I gathered a new group of women that like Trump. So that was actually epic. Danny, we're losing them here. So this group of people really, they do just pick who wins and who loses.
Don, this is basically what happens.
Get a trophy?
But Don, this is so good. Like there's 5 people, can't see, but there's 5 of us in this room, okay? Basically, we get together and say, I like that team. Yeah, I like that team. It doesn't matter who they beat. I like that team. They're going to the playoffs. It's dumb. And you know what else it is? It's like the old WWF. Do you remember watching wrestling in the 80s?
I love WWF,
okay?
yeah.
They would wrestle these generic wrestlers, beat the shit out of them, 10 or 12 of them, and then every once in a while they would fight a good guy. And that's how college football is. They play like 9 horrible teams. Okay, they go undefeated, 9-0, because they're winning 70-3, 80-3, and then they play one good team every year. I swear, it's the worst sport in the world, college football.
So I have to ask you, you haven't watched since 92. Way back in 92, you were like, I'm done with this, right? Walk away. Why yesterday? Because
yesterday they came out with the playoff teams yesterday. Okay?
And
I watched, and I was thinking, this is exactly why I don't watch this sport. People are like, Florida State didn't make the playoff. Don, you should win your way into the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Nobody picks you to go play in the playoffs. It's stupid. It's mythical. Nobody even cares about college football anymore. It's dumb. Let's just all pretend we're all champions. We're all champions in the NCAA mind.
So to all you parents that are really proud of your kids because they're in some college teams and they're doing great, it's mythical.
It's mythical.
Love Danny Meyer.
So listen, if Alabama wins the championship, congratulations. You're a mythical champion, okay? Like Batman and Robin, they're mythical too. Congratulations.
Holy shit, you're on one.
Dawn, I hate
Not
that.
kidding.
Dawn, I love sports. And this is fake. It's fake. College football is fake.
He's
It's
not
fake.
angry, guys. He's passionate. Let's just say that he's not angry because they're going to be like, Danny is one abusive guy. You say one thing and this dude starts
And listen,
screaming.
and it makes people think their teams are better than they are. Like Penn State, okay? Penn State football is not very good. They're playing Chenault Tech every week and beating them 80-3, and then when they play a real team, they lose. It's total fake college football. It's the WWF. I swear to God, it's the W. And people watch it every week. Oh, Penn State's playing Chenault Tech. I wonder if we're gonna win. Of course you're gonna win. You're gonna win 100-3. It's the dumbest thing ever. I'm sorry, I hate college football. I hate it, and I'm a sports nut, and I hate college football. Hate it.
Thank you for explaining that to me because I read that. I'm like, what does he mean it's fake?
It's fake.
I just never knew.
Could you
that.
imagine your kid being on Florida State University, the team going 13-0, and they're saying, we're going to put Alabama in it, who has one loss, and another team who has one loss. You're undefeated. They're in the championship, and you're not? How the hell does that make
So
sense?
there's got to be some logic behind it. Or else
There is none. It's who likes who. That's it. You decide, I like this team, I like this team, Maria likes this team, and we put them in. It's the dumbest, and it's been going on for 100 years. And then they have these generic bowl games. They have like 30 of them. The garbage can bowl, the vase bowl. It's so dumb.
There's no
It's the
garbage can
dumbest
bowl.
sport
Is there really?
ever.
There's not a garbage can bowl.
Well, they make-
Foolish shit. I know that everything bowl. I feel like the puppy bowl. There was a puppy
Yes,
bowl.
it's
the
dumb.
puppy bowl.
Like, oh my God, the 5 and 6 team is playing the 6 and 7 team in the garbage can bowl. I can't wait. Get your popcorn out. It's so dumb. College football is the dumbest sport out there. I hate it. I'm done with it.
Okay. How are you doing with traffic and the F1? Because
That F1.
I'm just asking. My producer.
You ruined our city with that stupid race that nobody in America cares about. Everybody in Europe cares about it. And they came here and ruined our city. None of us care about your stupid F1 race.
They made a lot of money, but not as much as they anticipated, but they did make a lot of money for the city.
Don, the sad part is it's going to be here forever.
I
We're
know.
going to deal with this
It's
every
10
year,
years,
this
right?
stupid race. I hate racing. That's another sport. I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. I wonder how fast I could go around the circle. Who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry, racing's dumb too. Racing is dumb. I went just to get drunk, okay? But the rest of it's dumb. I was so intoxicated by the beginning of the race at the Pocono, I slept through the whole race. It's
And
dumb.
you don't even drink.
I don't drink anymore.
Oh, that's heavy. Okay.
I did back then. But listen, I'm sorry, but done. They just do this.
Yeah.
And people cheer them on. And then they beat them by like 10 laps. Like, how is this exciting? Oh, this guy's up by 10 laps. Hope he crashes or he's not going to win.
Do you want to hear something insane? There's a gentleman out there. He was on Facebook and everywhere, and he even hit the news. $58,000 is what he paid. It didn't come with his hotel room. So 58 grand, but he had all the food he wanted from Caesars Entertainment. He had everything, but it did not come with the hotel room. So 58,000 to watch F1, Formula One, but it didn't come with the hotel. The hotel came separately.
Guys, do you realize
That's like
this?
buying a Tesla and batteries not included. It's like,
How about you're not really watching the race? How about you're just watching them when they come around your corner?
yeah.
How
How
dumb
crazy
is
is
that?
that?
You're
That
paying
is
$58,000 saying, yo, their car just passed us. Listen, go to the 15. There's a ton of cars passing you. Go watch it. It is the dumbest thing ever, that F1 race. Europe, keep it. Good luck with it, okay? We don't want your stupid ass race. It's dumb.
Europe. You know what kind of following I have from Europe? They're going, did he say
Oh, I have
Europe?
20,000
And
followers.
They love you in Europe.
They do
Yeah.
love me. I think because I'm an obnoxious American.
Yeah.
They love me.
Oh yeah, and they think that American men are all like you.
Yes.
So that when American men talk to them, they're like, "Why isn't he screaming? Why isn't he aggressive? What's wrong?"
They love my accent too.
Yeah.
I probably have more than I probably have about 25,000
Yeah,
followers
yeah.
from Europe. I mean, it's crazy. They love me there. I don't know why. I think because I yell.
You're
and scream.
so different though. Because think of their men. I'm not. I'm not going there. Nope. I'm stopping.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yup.
You better stop it. We've
I'm
been canceled
stopping.
about 30 times
Yup.
already. Listen, I'm gonna tell
They're
you.
very different than English men.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Okay,
Mate.
you ready? I'm Italian, and I brag about being Italian. And I feel Italian men, they're in America, are strong. They're arrogant. They're loud. They're tough. When I played World Series of Poker over at the Rio, and the guys from Italy come in,
Oh no. Oh no.
they're not like us.
No.
They have their purses. They sit down.
They
They're
smell
nothing like us.
So good.
Huh?
They smell so good. They wear no socks.
Yes.
Their pants are tight
Yes.
at the bottom. I'm not making fun. I said you guys smell good. Their accents are beautiful.
They are nothing like Italian Americans.
No.
They are not
at
Tony
all.
Soprano.
No.
They are not Tony Soprano.
Hit up the forum shops and you see all the Italian men in the forum shops and what they look. They are nothing like Italian.
But in
guys.
Europe, they do carry handbags. Men do that in Europe. They have that what's it called? A shashel? Or I don't know.
A
What's it called?
satchel?
That's it. I can't say it with my accent.
But it's a man bag.
It's a man bag, right? And it's just
Young,
something we're
young
not
guys
accomplished.
are starting to do that now. You know what they're doing?
Please
it's a
don't
thing.
tell me.
No, it's a thing. You're not gonna like this. Remember back in the day, old school fanny packs?
Yeah.
They're taking the same concept as a fanny pack and putting it across their chest. So
But that looks a little
so
better,
that's
though.
it. But you know what I'm talking
That looks
about?
better than a fanny pack.
Yeah.
The fanny pack was bad. My buddy's wife used to make him wear it when we'd come out to Vegas.
Oh
Because
my God, how
she was
sad.
always afraid he was going to lose everything, and he did. So she
Yeah.
bought him a fanny pack. Of course, I busted his ass the whole time. while
He
he's wearing
wore
his-
it?
Yeah, he wore it.
I would have been like, I'm not gonna wear this, lady. I mean, no.
Okay, so we offended the F1 race,
Yeah.
which I don't care.
Yeah.
We offended NASCAR.
Yeah.
Because
Not
it's
English
dumb.
people.
Everybody
English
goes.
people still like us. We're
We
good.
can't stand college football.
No,
I mean, we hate
no,
that.
Now I'm on board with you on the college football. I can't stand them too.
Could you imagine that, though, Don? Could you imagine
No,
you just
that,
picked
I
the
didn't
winner?
know that.
Yeah,
if
it's
I knew
dumbest
that,
thing
I
ever.
did not know that. I just thought like, okay, this is I always kind of knew it's a college football. I know a lot of people bet on it. I know it's a big thing, but I didn't know it was like a rigged. I can't watch something like
That's
that.
stupid.
Yeah.
Like, your team could go undefeated and you lose.
Yeah, makes no sense.
All right, now I'm going to pick on poker.
Oh, what happened? You lost.
All right. Listen, I play on 2 poker sites online. I play on WorldSeriesOfPoker.com and I play on Global Poker.
Okay.
Okay? I switched to Global because I know people are going to get on me for saying this. I feel World Series of Poker is fixed. I feel it's fixed. Dawn, I've had so many bad beats on this
can't
site.
with him.
I
I
feel
can't.
it's
Okay,
fixed.
I can't
So
with him.
I left there and I went to Global.
Not paid partnership. I disagree with him. Dan, you can't say things are fixed. Like
I think it's fixed. Listen, this is what my dad always told me. If there's money involved, it's fixed. My dad would always tell me that if there's money involved, it's fixed. My dad would always tell me the NFL was fixed, the Mafia fixed them games, so I'm telling you it's fixed. But anyway, I'm sorry, World Series of Poker's fixed. But anyway,
So you really do believe that, and you still play.
listen, I played on there, and my girlfriend would say, why do you play then if you think it's fixed?
Right.
And I'm like, because I'm stupid. Because I have an addictive personality and I can't quit. I can't quit anything. I have an addictive personality. I'm lucky I'm still alive, okay? Honestly. So I switched to Global Poker because my one buddy's a professional poker player. He plays online for a living.
Yeah.
Honest to God, he plays online, makes a living playing online poker, right? So he tells me to switch over to Global. I do very good on Global.
Okay.
But the other day, who knows why, I throw $20 back on World Series of Poker, right? I bring it up to $200. I'm at $200 waiting for my $20 to $200, right? So I'm playing in a tournament last night. There's 30 of us left at a 200.
Online.
Online.
Okay.
Okay, 25 places pay. So $30 for 25th place, but it's 600 for first. It was only $10 to get in this tournament.
Why not?
600 for first place, right? I have Ace King. You know how good of a hand Ace King is, right?
Yeah.
This one guy raising all night, and you know how you want to get the guy, right? You want to set him up, right? He's raising every night, right? I have Ace King. He raises. I go all in over the top of him. He calls me. He has Ace 8. I have Ace King. Okay? I am probably 80% to win this hand. 80%! What do you think effing flopped on? What do you think flopped? Of course an 8 flopped, right? And I'm out of the tournament. Don, it took everything in my power not to throw my iPad through the window. Honestly. Because I know the site's fixed. I know it is. I knew I was losing. It always does it. I don't know if they're bots they make win. I don't know what it is, but the site's fixed. That's just my opinion.
So with that being said, and Maria's like, oh shit, she just threw in the psychology voice. So with that being said, Danny, would you think at this point maybe if you know that it's fixed and you're taking money,
Oh, I'm playing tonight.
we'll try next week. We'll do this in drafts, Danny. Dude, but really, why would you put your money into that if you know it's... Who am I to talk?
Listen, here's the thing. It's the World Series of Poker, so you would think there's no way they're going to fix it. They're a big organization. It's probably not fixed, but I feel it's fixed.
So do you believe, like, machines are fixed? Do you believe eye in the sky? Do you believe everything in these casinos are methodically...
I'll tell you what I totally believe is fixed. I believe the NFL is. I believe the NFL is fixed. And how they fix it is on the pass interference calls. It's the only thing that you can't review. And it's the only thing that changes the entire game. A referee calls that penalty, it changes the entire game.
Dynamic of
and that's how they fix sports. Yeah. They fix sports on them calls. Listen, you're a referee, Don. You're making $100,000 a year. Listen, $100,000 a year is it's good money. That's a good money. That's a good job. That's great money, right? But not compared to these millionaires that are playing the game, right? So if somebody says, hey, Danny, throw this penalty, I'll give you $10,000, what the hell are you doing? You're throwing the flag. You're getting $10,000 in your pocket. My dad explained this to me, how it works.
Me? I'm the referee. Is this real? Because I say give me $20,000.
Yes.
Play, not $10,000.
I would negotiate.
Yeah.
I would meet in the middle. $15,000, I throw the flag.
Yeah.
So are you going to not throw a flag and somebody offers you $15,000? Of course you are. Who's going to know? Who's going to know? Nobody.
Oh, God. And that's so scary just to think there's so many crooked in every occupation. How can't there be, that's, yeah.
We watch it. Listen, the Eagles got their butt kicked this week. They got their butt kicked.
Like
not
legitimately?
Legitimately got their butt kicked, okay? Yeah. But there was one penalty. The 49ers held the guy so bad. Like, even the announcers were like, how didn't they see that? Like, there's such blatant calls anymore. I'm convinced the NFL's fixed. I'm convinced it's scripted. You know what made me think that? Listen, let me tell you what made me think that. Peyton Manning, do you remember him?
Of course.
His last year, the man was so old, he couldn't, this room's like 12 by 12. He couldn't throw it 12 feet. He couldn't throw it from this wall to this wall, and somehow he won the Super Bowl, Don. He won the Super Bowl. He couldn't throw the ball 10 yards, but he won the Super Bowl. When I saw him winning that Super Bowl that year, when the guy this is how he looked worse than Joe Biden. He looked worse than Joe Biden. He would walk up to the line like this, hike, and then walk back and throw the ball, and he won the Super Bowl. Just like, but did you see Biden the other day? See him getting off the subject.
I did.
He got lost on the stage with leaders from other countries and was just confused. His wife had to come up on the stage. The leader of our country. No big deal, folks. Making major decisions. Just not with it. We're all good. We're all good.
What do you think about Trump campaigning?
Huh?
What do you think about all these Trump campaigning things going on right now?
I just can't believe that I don't know if you go through this, but I know people hate Trump, and I know why. Because he's arrogant. He's like me. He's loud. He says what he wants, and I understand why people hate him. He's an arrogant ass. I get it.
But there's a difference. You are not a narcissist. You are not. He is. I've been here with you long enough to know you are 100%
What? You
not
do
a
have a degree in
narcissist.
psychology.
Yes. And
so what do I have? I have something.
Oh God, Danny, there's so much. You have if you really want me to diagnose, like I already have a prescription list.
Well, listen, my daughter's the same. My daughter's a therapist,
oh, no.
so I know she knows.
It's probably hard for her to say it to you because that's your child and she was raised by it. But oh my God, I have you cross-diagnosed. And
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And yeah, no, I would have a medication list for you and the whole line. But I know you can't do any of that. I don't blame you. Stick with your weed. You're okay. But you know, your heart's good and you're not a narcissist. So that's what matters. Trump, he's a narcissist. But I said this yesterday.
Trump should smoke weed. Yeah. If he smoked weed, he'd be better.
I think he probably does. He's probably low-key doing some edibles like
you. think?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not low-key.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not low-key.
I'm a pothead.
He
I admit
goes shopping and he sends Maria and I his whole, everything that he got. It's like, Danny, really?
You know what?
Like $8,000 worth of weed. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like... Anyway, I guess that keeps him funny. I don't know.
Listen.
But anyway, Trump being a narcissist, though, but I really do believe a narcissist saved our country and will save our country again. If we need a narcissist, he'll fill the pockets, our homes will sell, our homes will be, I mean, I'll take a narcissist any day over the week to run the country, just not live in my house.
Listen, he is one. I mean, 100% he is.
Absolutely.
And listen, my dad would hate him. If my dad was still alive, my dad would hate Trump.
Really?
Oh, my dad would hate Trump. My dad was a Democrat. My dad was a Democrat. You wouldn't believe that, but he was.
But your dad's kind of like mafia-ish, and Trump is also kind of plays the rules. Like he doesn't run the country like a politician. He runs it like a businessman, which a businessman, AKA, also means.
Right.
You know, so I think I couldn't see your dad not, but then again, he's a Democrat, so.
You know,
I don't
what
know.
is going to happen to this country?
Oh, it's not good. Oh, we have 2 minutes.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes. We got to go anyway. 1 minute, but
1 minute, guys.
Dawn, 1 second. Let me just. What is going to happen to this country? You got a guy that's leading the president race that has 5 indictments and probably going to jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
What happens if he wins? Honestly, I want to see him win. Remember that girl crying when he won? Oh my God, could you imagine it now?
Yeah.
If he wins after 5 indictments, there'll be people on the ground crying. There'll be tears flying all over the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
I don't
What do you
think
do?
So.
What did he do? If he wins, what do you do?
I have no clue.
Like, he's going to jail. Does he run the country from jail?
I don't know. Maybe he's got like a visitor and his lawyer will come in and like that'll be new.
John, Don, you realize he's going to jail. We're going to see him behind bars.
So we're going to have a felon.
He is going to jail.
We're going to have a felon before a woman.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Could you imagine this? One last thing, and I know we're breaking. Are you ready for this? You can't vote if you're a felon, right? You can't vote, but you could be the president of the United States. How the F is that? That's worse than college football. I can't vote because I'm a felon, but I could be the friggin' president?
I was just going to say, that sounds a little bit rigged to me too.
One last thing. You want to hear another crazy thing?
Yeah.
You have to wear a seatbelt in your car, but you don't have to wear a helmet when you drive your motorcycle. Come on! It's the dumbest thing ever!
Oh my God. We're going to take a 2-minute break, guys. We'll be right back. When we come back, we have a treat for you. We have a vocal artist. Her name is Trinity Rain. She's actually one of mine. Super excited to hear her. Guys, tune back in. We'll be right there. And most of the politicians should be in helmets, just so you know. Okay, we'll be right back.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Now on digital and DVD.
Hit it.
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun. 5 stars. A love letter to the sci-fi films of the 70s and 80s. With plenty of action and fun for all. You need to see it. You really do.
The captain just decided it's time to go.
I am ready for a sequel. Experience a bold new adventure. Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star.
A good old-fashioned adventure.
Now on digital and DVD. Now on digital and DVD.
Hit it.
Space Wars: Quest for the Deep Star is an epic sci-fi adventure.
Do what needs to be done.
An edge-of-your-seat wild ride.
We have company.
Tons of popcorn-munching fun.
Welcome back, Vegas Views. Dawn Sullivan, Danny Miner. Like I said, we have a special guest.
Waiting to hear this. It's going to be good.
She is so good.
I know. I can't
This is
wait.
Trinity Rain from local here in Las Vegas. She is a huge up-and-comer, model, actress, singer. She does not dance. But you're gonna see her in just a second here, guys. If you need to reach out for her, we're gonna leave her information on the bottom so you can hire her, book her out. She's very, very bookable, and she actually has an agent. Guys, come on, Trinity.
Walking home from school, I think about how the world ain't cool. You know, another fight today. I say, wish I could go away. Hiding in my room, I don't know how to think things through. But hey, at least I'm finally trying. Even if I'm crying, as I see my face in the mirror, I think I'm gonna change. This year's gonna be different. You only get one chance to live, so live free. Be loud, throw their expectations away. Be you, be proud in who you are. Don't stop just yet, because there's so much more you have to do. And every day I'll show you how I need you. I need you. I know how you feel, like the world just isn't big enough. But trust me, you can heal, because even though it's tough, you are enough. My face in the mirror, I know I'm gonna change. This year's gonna be different. You only get one chance to live, so live free. Be loud, throw their expectations away. Be you, be proud of who you are. Don't stop just yet, because there's so much more you have to do. And every day I'll show you how I need you. I need you.
That was fantastic, Trinity. Thank you so much for
Awesome,
being here
awesome,
with us
awesome.
today.
I wish I had a talent like that.
You have talent.
I can't sing, I can't dance, all I do is yell, and I hope that works.
But seriously,
Awesome.
that was so good.
Thank you.
And those are your lyrics.
Yes, I wrote all those. Yes.
And you know what's so funny? I'm thinking to myself, great, this studio audience is looking at us right now, and they're thinking, oh man, this beautiful, young, talented lady is in the hands of these two?
I know.
That's what I was just thinking of.
We're just changing the set around. We're putting her in the middle. We're good. Yeah,
All
that's
right,
how
there
it
you
should
go,
be.
Trinity. Okay.
Whoop, I'm gonna fall.
See us good, Dawn? I mean, Maria, good? Could you see us? We're good? All right, cool.
Okay, fantastic. So
All
Trinity,
right.
Yes.
we're gonna ask you a couple of questions.
All right.
Nothing too crazy.
Yep.
How old are you, Trinity?
I am 18.
18.
18.
Years
Yeah.
Oh
old.
my God.
You have your whole life ahead of you. Tell me your
Okay.
long-term goal. What's 10 years look like for you?
My main goal, and it always has been since I was about 7, I want to be a singer. I want to be on stage in front of millions of people, and I want them to hear me and see me.
And you were fearless, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have no fears.
Yeah. Tell me about modeling. You love modeling too.
Oh, I love modeling. I used to not like it, but
Okay.
as I got older, I was like, there's more people who are different being seen. So I was
Yeah.
like, I want to do my own thing. I want to be beautiful as me.
The industry has changed so much
Yeah.
through the decades that I have been in, and all shapes, all sizes, all heights, all weights, all hair colors, all skin tones, all skin
Yep.
types. And to me, it's amazing because when I started, it was so different than what it is now. So for me, it's beautiful. Everyone and anyone can model.
Exactly, and I love that.
I love that. Me too. Because if you look, Trinity's with me on Friday nights, 6 to 8, in a course that we do together. And look at our group.
Oh,
Everybody
everyone
is
is
so
different.
We have
Everyone.
tall, lean, short, big, whatever. Danny has this thing about obese people. I don't know what you think. I'm gonna put Trinity on the spot here. Do
Okay.
you know what he said?
I
We
did not
were
say
on the
that.
show. No, he did say that. Don't lie to Trinity.
It's
We're
not on
We're
camera.
on the show the other day.
But I'm going to tell you why I said it after.
Okay. He said somebody was with an ice cream cone away from a wheelchair.
I said I was going to eat myself into a wheelchair.
Oh, he was going to eat himself into a wheelchair. So it's like an ongoing thing. So we
Goodness.
literally lost audience members because they're like, oh, now they're making fun of obese people, which we're not.
Yeah,
We're
no.
not. He was actually making fun of himself.
yeah.
I used to be really heavy, and I went on a diet about 6 years ago. I started walking. I mean, when I was a cop, I was probably 280.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
big for your
And I
height.
weigh like 175, 180 now. I fluctuate
Oh, nice.
between
Okay.
that. So it's about 100 pounds. But I just said, they all started laughing. I said, I almost ate myself into a wheelchair. That's what I said to her because I was out of
Okay.
control.
So
You know?
I couldn't air that show for my group because I have some people that are heavier. And I said, I don't know how people are going to get offended, but most everything, it's all in fun, guys. Nobody is,
Yeah.
we're really not. I mean, I make fun of skinny people the way that I make fun of a heavier person too.
So you're
I
telling
don't-
me modeling now, you don't have to be high. Remember years ago when we were growing up, when me and Dawn,
Absolutely.
you had to be 6 foot tall to be a model. You had to be
5'11" and you had to be like 110 pounds starving. You can
Yep.
eat like 2 grapes a day with
Yes.
your bones,
Yes.
your cheeks hanging out like chiseled and stuff. Absolutely not anymore. I don't know if you guys are aware, but did you guys watch the Victoria's Secret documentary on how they're all like what they actually did in the business? You guys have to watch it if you haven't watched it. There was like really
I've been
crooked
wanting to watch
stuff.
it. I've seen it, but I've been wanting to watch
Check
it.
it out. Danny, you've got to watch it. You'll be like, oh my god, I didn't know that exists. Yeah, they literally were hiring people and then asking them to eat cotton.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just to fill their stomachs. They wouldn't eat food, so they
Right.
wouldn't
Yep.
gain any kind of weight. Just a lot. Just so nowadays, yes, to answer your question, Danny,
That's
any
good.
height, any weight, any size. You walk around Target and you see the models now. There's the small, medium, and large.
That's good.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
I mean, their models back then, that's unrealistic.
That's not realistic.
It's
no.
unrealistic. And poor girls look at that and think, I gotta look like that. That's ridiculous.
Well, you know what the good thing is
Yeah.
now, and I know most people will give me a hard time about this, but the Kardashians, they came and they went with the bigger legs and the bigger butts and the bigger boobs, and they made thicker a thing.
Yeah.
And that actually helped America
I
in
agree.
a way, because instead of everyone trying to just diet and be these tiny little things, I think women were embracing their bodies, saying, okay, I have this tiny little waist and maybe a big butt, that's okay. They're not all trying to look like a 90-pound child. Because
Yeah.
that's some of these models that are in your age group, we have them.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
those girls.
They
that
look like
nut-
children.
They do, and that's just their body type. But
Yeah.
we're all different, and in our industry, everybody is welcome, all shapes and sizes. And we don't hate on any group. Danny and I just mess around when it comes to the obese people because Danny's cruel.
I lost so much weight. It was tough, and I struggled with weight my whole life.
Yeah?
I did. And I told you that place wants to sponsor me, that bottle.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do it because it would fit my fitness thing.
Wait, what is it? It's a.
I got some. It's called Water H. They want to sponsor my TikTok. They want to send me free products. and
Go
it's
for
fun-
it.
Yeah, I
That's
think I'm gonna probably
awesome. That's
do
a
it.
good thing for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's called the Smart Water Bottle. It's $80 though.
Oh my goodness.
And you download an app and it's telling you if you drink enough
Tell
water.
her just to send her Agent 1. I'll test it out.
All right.
If it works, you'll go for it. Okay?
That sounds
That's
good.
what we'll do.
I'll try to get 2 of them.
So guys, I have some exciting news about Trinity. So Trinity will be coming with me. When are we leaving? January 7th or January 8th? January 8th.
8th.
January 8th to the 12th, we are going to LA and we are doing the International Model and Talent Association, and she will be singing there. So I'm so excited about
Awesome.
that. You guys remember who, if you log in every week and watch us, same exact thing that we did in New York, but now we're doing it in Los Angeles. This is just a really different type of talent that they're looking for. More singers. It was more modeling in New York. It's more singers, more actors. So it's LA based. Very, very cool. We're staying in downtown Los Angeles. Not the best area, so I'm gonna probably hang out in the hotel the whole
Yeah.
time. We have like 24 restaurants in our hotel, so that's pretty cool. That's exciting stuff, and we'll probably go live from there, which will be cool. I'm super, super proud of you, and I'm super excited to see where your career goes. I know Las Vegas is gonna love you. Hope the whole world loves you. English people will love you too. They love us. So yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So guys, Trinity, can you tell everyone where they can pop on and see you on Instagram? Is it
Okay.
or your TikTok? You have
Yeah.
a nice TikTok too. I like your TikTok.
Oh, thank you. I try so hard for the TikTok, and I
Yeah.
almost don't post anything, but it's doing pretty
Yeah.
well. Okay, so my Instagram and TikTok are the same. It's at trinity.rain27, and then you can find me on Facebook as Trinity Rain, it's the page, and on YouTube as Trinity Rain, and then Spotify as Trinity Rain.
Trinity Rain, Trinity Rain, Trinity
Trinity
Rain.
Rain.
Don't forget that.
That's
I
awesome.
love your name.
Oh,
It's
thank
such a
you.
cool name.
Do you have how many followers do you have right now?
On Instagram, I have almost 650, so it's not that much, but I've been building up over
Right.
the past year. Yeah.
But I mean, TikTok. Are you,
TikTok. Oh, I have like 35.
Oh.
I don't have that, but I just joined TikTok.
you know what? I'll tell you what. Artists do very well on TikTok.
Yeah.
I love singing. I follow anybody that sings and dances.
Wait, sorry.
I do.
Have you seen any Danny's lip singing yet?
No.
Oh my, these
Oh,
Trinity,
goodness.
they're hysterical. What he does, what he does. You see how handsome
It's-
he is in real life?
Oh, yeah.
He puts in his blue eye filter, and he gets like all into it. I bet you I don't even have to look. Maria's got to be laughing because she loves it. Every time he does one of those, she's like, Danny did that. And he will be singing these 80s songs, rocking
Ooh,
out. It
okay.
is so much fun to watch Danny lip sync.
I'm gonna have to.
Can
watch
you
some
make
of
one
those.
My
for
daughters
Trinity?
say it's cringy and please don't
It's
do it.
not cringy.
My daughters
It's-
say, Dad, please don't do that. They tell me.
It is
Get
so
rid of the
cool.
blue eyes.
It is so cool, but you can tell if you could sing, like if you had a voice, you'd be so passionate because he's like this.
Oh,
Singing
okay.
and
I
I'm
can't
gonna watch
sing.
those when
I
I get
tried
home.
that. I tried to sing it. It's bad. It's bad. But I do that when people make fun out of me. And that's what I was going to tell you. If
Yeah.
I want to give you any advice, okay, being a 55-year-old man that's been through everything, is don't listen to people.
Yep.
If there's going to be people tell you can't sing, they're going to tell you
Yeah.
this. I go on TikTok every day and people tell me, who would even watch your videos? You're this, you're that, you're horrible. I get that every single day. And these people have 50 followers and I have 205,000. I go back to them and I say, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm
and
doing.
then I'm underneath, like, don't talk to him like that.
Yeah.
Aw, I
So
love that.
Danny.
people make fun out of me. I get it constantly. They tell me I'm horrible. My videos are horrible. How does anybody even watch you? I get
you
that
had
all the time.
one recent that was like rude. What did that guy
Oh, no.
say? Well, I forgot what he said, but it was rude. And you went back with like something about, I am just loud or whatever. I was like, tell him, Daddy.
I love that.
Yeah, he said nobody even wants to watch your
Oh,
videos.
yeah, that's what he said.
Nobody wants to. I'm thinking to myself, nobody wants to watch? I have like 30 videos over 1 million. Yeah, nobody wants to
Nobody's
watch. I
watching
have
it,
3
buddy.
videos over 2 million, but nobody wants to watch me. I'm sorry, I'm bragging again.
Yeah. Brad, like Trinity's mom. Trinity's
know my
mom is
mom.
her biggest advocate. It is
Yeah.
so amazing and it's so sweet to watch someone so young have so much support, which is so cool. Because from my standpoint, I see it all. I see models that have a lot of support from family and a lot of love, and mom loves her so much and will do everything to help her pursue her dreams. And then you have other kids in your age group that don't have
Yeah.
family, that don't have parents. They have a guardian sign their
Yeah.
paperwork and stuff like that. So you're really a lucky girl.
I know. I thank
Yeah.
my mom every day for
you're
everything that
super,
she's done for
super.
me.
Shout out to Trinity's mom. What's your mom's name?
Her name's Shannon.
Shannon.
love my mom.
Trinity's mom, Shannon. Shout out to her. She's such a good mom that supports, loves. And guys, if you want to get started in the business, Dawn Sullivan _DreamTrucksAcademy.com. You guys can call me. My phone number is all over the internet. Please, not anything after like 9:45 at night unless you're my talent. I have some new people hitting me up with pictures.
Really?
I don't know, today.
I send her UFO videos after that.
No, but it's you. It's you. So I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this. No, but I'm getting like weird things from people I know. I'm all over Instagram and stuff like that. But like, could I set up an appointment with you, bro? It's 1:30 in the morning.
My
You cannot
goodness.
set up an appointment with me. No. And then, and also, I should put my phone on that silent thing, but I don't like
I
really to
do
miss
that.
anything because
I do
I know. But and if it's something big though, I don't want to miss something, so I don't do that, which I should. But my phone rings so many odd hours.
Oh yeah.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
We have a 2-minute. Do you have any rants? Did you hate her song?
Listen, what'd you say?
Did you hate her song?
No, I loved her song.
Oh, good.
Well,
See, he had nothing to say. That's why I know he likes your music.
But the only thing I'm telling you is really sing on TikTok. I'm telling you.
I've been.
You will take off. I see people on there with like 100,000, 200,000 followers just singing. All they do is sing on there, and they're killing it. And once you get 10,000 followers,
Yeah.
you start making money.
I know.
I mean, and
I'm working.
I'm telling you, and TikTok back in March of this year is when they changed their pay program. They pay as good as YouTube now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they work right with YouTube now. So YouTube and TikTok are the two most payers out of
Okay.
anybody right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So-
start working more on TikTok.
Yeah, you get paid like $1.05 every 1,000 views. So that's what they'll
Okay.
pay you. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you get a million
A
views,
million
it's
views, it's a
1,000.
lot.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
grand. You know what I mean? So you know, as it goes, like I'll have 10,000 views, 20, so I make $30. You know what I mean? It's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
But
So honestly, what would you say, Danny, if she was really looking to like get her stuff out there as
Yes.
far as with TikTok? How many videos? I know your content's very different because she has to sing. How many videos a day are you making?
listen, I don't think you have to do that with singing. I think maybe 1 or 2 videos a day singing.
Okay.
But I do like when I first started out, I was doing 5 to 8 videos a day.
Yeah.
Because you have to get people start getting used to seeing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People start getting used to seeing you, and you need that one video to take off. Honestly, once that one video takes off, TikTok will sense they put you in their algorithm somehow, and then they start pushing your videos. That's how I feel.
So
that
it's
they
rigged.
do it.
Again,
It really
like
is.
everything else.
I'm gonna tell you.
I know it's rigged. You know how I know it's rigged? I know it's so rigged. Literally, I had 2 people make my Instagram famous. I won't tell you who they are, but I've had 2 people make my Instagram famous.
Okay.
Yep, that's all it took me. Was 2 people. They got enough scroll on my stuff, and that's it.
Okay.
I have a girl that lives by me. She's making. I think I told Don she's making $24,000 a month on TikTok.
Holy crap.
$24,000
But I gotta
a
ask.
month.
Insane.
I gotta ask: is that on TikTok, or is that like an OnlyFans, or like is she taking her
No.
clothes off with it? No, really, legit. Is she like getting naked for 24 grand a month?
No, what she did.
Is she smart?
She has 4 little girls, like 4, 6, 8, and 10,
Aw, that's
and she
cute.
does their hair online. She shows how she gets them ready for school, and she got this brand sponsorship from it. She has 800,000
okay.
followers. She's making 24. She's my neighbor. She's making 24 grand a month. It's really weird. My other neighbor's making 12,000 a month off Facebook. He has like one of them Vegas
Yeah.
Facebook pages.
Yeah.
He's
Goodness.
making 12 grand a month.
Wow.
And then my other buddy, he does a TikTok also, and he's making 10 grand a month on TikTok. That's all of my
The
neighborhood.
Vegas pages are so good though, because that's
I don't
for
make that
anywhere.
much.
That's for anywhere though, because if you have a Vegas page, even in New York, it's the first thing I did when I went back home too. I'm like, oh, restaurants. I went right onto those pages to find out you're gonna get the truth.
Yeah.
Best restaurants, where to go, best shows, best
Yes.
roads not to take, traffic advice. Yeah, so any of those are pretty good too. Yeah.
Social media is it. Get on it.
Social
You'll
media
do
is
good.
it. Okay, guys, Dawn Sullivan _. If you need anything that is on Instagram, Dawn Sullivan _. Again, another public service announcement. Guys, my domestic violence guys, girls and guys, survivors, still in the situation, anything you need, Dawn Sullivan _. It's a time of year for people to get the help that they need.
Okay, we're taking a break.
We're going to come right back after these messages.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause, because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages, go ahead and check us out on socialmediashows.com every single morning at 9 a.m. It's a great way to kick off your day, get a little bit of the word in you, get something uplifting, get you started off on your way. You know, if you're looking for prayer or you need some help, reach out to us. If you go to our website, again, that's modernwordministries.org, you can interact with me via telephone, via DM, text message, whatever you want. I'll get right back to you. So if you need prayer, you need help, you just need somebody to talk to, Modern Word Ministries is here for you. We are your church in the community. So until you see you next time, be blessed, everybody. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Deacon T with Modern Word Ministries. It's great to be with you today. Just a short little promo for our show. Every Sunday morning we have service, and you can follow us at 10 a.m. Pacific Time on modernwordministries.org. And if you missed us or you want to see some of our older messages,
hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections. GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, social media shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran. Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice.
Welcome back. That was awesome with
She's
Trinity
awesome.
Rain. She's
Yeah, she's
such
awesome.
a nice girl.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if she gets on TikTok, that girl.
Yeah.
If you could sing on TikTok, I'm telling you, you're gonna blossom. I could see that girl getting 10,000 followers in a month.
Absolutely.
In a month,
She,
I could.
Not only is she super talented girl in everything she does, so pretty, and she's so sweet, so
Yes.
easy to work with.
I loved her mother too.
Oh, Mama's
I
cool.
love seeing parents support their children. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
I loved watching them too,
Yeah.
and I loved how she loved her mother. I could see it. It was
Yeah.
it was an awesome thing.
Yeah, that
It
was
really
so
was.
Yeah, because she is a lucky kid. She's a very lucky kid. Unfortunately, in this business, I see a lot of the time they don't have people like that to protect them and
Right.
be there for them. And she's only 18 years old.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
I was shocked when
mom's
she said
happy.
she was 18.
I know she looks older.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she was maybe 21, 22.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
I was-
great kid though. She's
Yeah.
really great, very bookable. Anybody should hire her for anything. Yeah, she's awesome. Okay, Danny. So about this poker thing, I got to bring it back though. So seriously, in your head, you know that you're just not. I don't want to say wasting money because this is fun for you, but like you know that most likely you're gonna lose.
I feel the site, and you need confidence, but I don't have confidence in that site. And I won a $101 pot. I was playing cash the other night on there. I think it was 25 cent, 50 cent on there. So I ended up winning a $100 pot, and my girlfriend's like, "Oh, you won that? I guess it wasn't fixed when you win."
That's funny, right?
Listen,
it's not
she-
fixed when you win.
Dawn, she
That makes
puts
sense.
me in my place.
Oh, I can imagine.
If I didn't have her,
Imagine.
my head would be really this big.
Yeah.
My head's big enough, but she brings it down, like she pops it. She pops
I
it.
can imagine because a lot of your stuff, like you have the strangest theories. You don't believe, and I agree with you, by the way, on the college football thing. But then again, aliens, they exist. They're your best friend. They'll fucking go out to eat with you. But I don't believe in college football. So your views are so like twisted and tainted. And
Yes.
So you would need a woman in your life to balance that shit because. I would just like look at you if I were her, like what in the hell's up there and how is it working? Like, oh, you know I didn't do the research on the bird. How does the bird fly?
Oh
Did you do the research?
no, I didn't do the
I
research.
didn't, but all week long I kept thinking, well that's not cool. He's such a deep thinker and I'm not. Like I was watching my mediocre thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh Christmas
I even have
traffic.
more deep
oh,
thoughts
this
than
and
that.
Tell me.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you how she keeps me in my place. You're gonna love
Yeah.
this story. I leave here last week. I think it was last week when I left here, right?
Yeah.
And of course, I go right to the dispensary.
Sure.
Because I was short. I needed something to sleep for the night. So I go to the dispensary, and this is not a brag thing. I'm going to tell you what happened and how she put me in my place. I walk in this dispensary, and as I walked in, the clerk's standing there, and she looks at me, and she looks at me for a little bit, and she goes to me, "Man, you're a real attractive looking man." And I looked at her and I said, "Hey, thank you." I said, "You made my day."
And Olivia's standing right there with you.
No, she's in the
Oh, she's in the car.
car.
Okay.
And I'm like, she's going, "Here, I'll take you in." She goes, "Yeah, you're a real attractive looking man." And I'm thinking, "Thank you. You made my day." This girl's probably in her 30s, right?
Yeah.
So I go back there, we make the deal. So I come out to the car. Yep, just got hit on in the dispensary. Lady looked at me, said, "I'm a real attractive man." She's like, "Oh my God." I said, "Are you mad?" She goes, "Oh my God." And I said, "What's wrong?" She goes, "Now I gotta put up with you for the next 3 weeks thinking you're good looking and walking around like you're good looking. You're 55 years old, nobody thinks you're good looking." That's what she does.
Oh my God!
She
Did
rips
she
it.
really say that? to
Yes,
you?
yes. Les, she put,
Olivia, he's good looking, pompous, but good looking.
honest to God, I swear to God that happened to me this week. It was great.
That's so funny.
I loved it. I felt good. I came out
I
of there
get
like,
a lot
yes.
of compliments too. Do you get a lot of street compliments?
Who, me?
Like people on the street?
No, I'm a dude. Nobody compliments me. I haven't had a compliment in
nice
so
from you.
long.
Yeah, that was nice.
Dudes never compliment. I mean, dudes never get compliments.
You know, women compliment me a lot.
Do they?
Yeah, a lot of when I was in Target the other day, and this lady was just like, you're so pretty. I'm like, thank you, you too. Like, I get that. I love your outfit. You're so cute. What color's your hair? Is that natural? I get that from women. Not too much from men.
Listen, if I went up to another guy and said,
Yeah.
"You're so gorgeous,"
Maybe it wouldn't be received the same way.
yeah, they'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Guys just don't do that.
I
And
know.
you know what? I'm glad we got in this conversation. The other thing guys do, they don't tell other. God, I don't want to get into an emotional thing, but they don't tell other dudes that they love them. Like guys don't say it. Girls, I see girls tell
I
each
love
other,
you, I
"I
love
love
you,
you."
I love you.
Dudes
Right.
never do that. Dudes never do that. And you know what? When my buddy died from the COVID like 3 years ago,
Yeah.
I did a whole video on that.
Yeah.
I did a video because I did love him. I loved him. I never told the dude I loved him, but I loved him. I loved him like a brother. I mean, I
Yeah.
love this guy.
See, it's funny that you say that. I couldn't.
But
even-
guys will not say that to
I
each
couldn't
other.
even imagine having a friend and not saying to them that I love you. So you were friends with this guy who did pass and never once told him you loved him?
I never told a guy I loved him ever. Maybe my dad. That's it. I never
What
told
about
some
any of
guy.
your buddies on the police force that you went through shit with? Like, I love you, man.
Never.
Nothing.
I've never told a guy I loved him.
Really?
No.
That's like weird to me.
Guys don't hear that. Like, girls will say, "I love you," and give each other a kiss on
Yeah,
the cheek and leave.
yeah.
Dudes ain't doing that. Could you imagine, "Hey, I love you," kiss you on the cheek? Don, that ain't flying.
Well, listen.
That ain't flying.
I don't want to bring anything up, but in England, I'm just kidding. Those English guys and those Italian guys. The Italian guys are kissing on both cheeks, male to male, both cheeks. They say, "I love you." And do you know that they, which this is their opinion, and I'm not going to share my own because I don't want to, but they believe that's masculine. When men kiss each other, like you're masculine enough to go and kiss another man and say, "I love you," and hug them, that's their masculinity showing it. Which, if that's the way they look at it, then you're just from a different type of place. You're from a man's world. And it is kind of weird, though, because our generations are shifting into something else. Like, these boys are a little bit more on the "I love you" train than you.
I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you, Dana. I watched an interview with Dana White last night.
Okay.
Dana's head of the
Yeah.
UFC, the president of the UFC, and he said, "God forbid we have to go to war." He said, "I just don't see this generation fighting. I just don't. He thinks they're weak." He said, "I just don't
I know
see
what's
it."
going to happen. The dads are going to have to get up and be like, "We're going to have
It's
to go
gonna be
for
me.
them.
I'm gonna be grabbing a gun.
We're going to have
At
to go for
55.
them because our kid's napping.
Yes.
We don't want to interrupt nap time. Sir, he's 26. We're not interrupting nap time."
And this is a
That's
good
right.
conversation, Don, because I grew up in a generation where my dad told me not to cry. My dad told me to be tough. My dad told me to protect my mother and my sisters. That was my job as a man, to protect my mother and sisters. That was my job. My dad told me that.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I had to do. And I knew there might be a time I have to fight for this country, too. I knew that,
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean? I don't think the kids grow up like that anymore. I don't think they tell them not to cry. I don't think that, like, if I got cut, my dad would say, "Quit crying, rub dirt on it." Remember that? Rub dirt on it.
There's such a catch-22 there, though. So that way of being brought up, like for me, I was in a conversation the other day with a friend of mine, and she said to me, "Do you remember when, like, your parents would just not even know where the hell you were?
Yes.
You were out and about. They didn't know where you were." Right now, if someone doesn't know where their 16-year-old daughter is,
They're on a milk
calling
cart.
the authority.
Yeah.
They're on a milk cart.
Yes.
They're no more milk cartons, but
Oh, aren't they?
people don't drink milk. Like, everyone banned milk.
I don't.
Or
I haven't drank milk in
yeah.
30 years.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I don't drink milk.
Lactose intolerant?
Oh, I just don't like milk. It's
Yeah, no,
disgusting.
it's kinda
I'm gonna
gross,
drink
too.
a milk from a
Ice
cow.
cream?
Ugh.
Do you-
Well, yeah,
ice
yes.
cream.
I don't count that
Anyway,
as milk.
off
That's
topic.
not milk.
So, but serious, like back in the day, it was nothing if your kid's gone for a while. Oh, they'll come back soon when it gets dark out, whatever. Now,
No
people are
cell
calling
phones.
the authorities, no cell phones, nothing.
Nothing.
And we were raised in such a way, but then look at this. Here is this generation that went and raised the next generation, and all we did was baby the shit out of them because we were so neglected.
That's what they say, Don.
We were so
Yep.
neglected. We were beyond latchkey key.
They
kids.
say to let
beyond.
oh, God, I can't. The boomers.
Yeah.
They say the boomers were the worst parents ever. Like, they didn't care about us.
I don't even know what's that, but if you listen back then, what was going on in like news stations and reports and stuff like that, don't pick your baby up because you don't want the child to be too codependent. So let your baby cry.
Do you know where your children
Don't-
are?
You remember that?
Yes.
10 o'clock at night. Do you know where children are?
Because the boomers didn't know where the hell we were.
Yeah, they had no clue. But then think about it. What's better or what's worse? What's your opinion? Because look, would you rather be us, who we're survivors, we're strugglers, we'll figure this shit out, we're quick to say, oh, I got this, I'm going to figure it out, or Mom, Dad.
No, you're right. I think
it's hard. It's a rough call.
I think we should raise strong men.
Do we absolutely raise strong men, but also raise strong women? Don't neglect them. Neglecting anybody is not good. Full neglect is not good. It is almost worse than abuse. She's pretty much saying you have no one gives a shit, bedoling it. That's not good. That'll really mess somebody up. Then again, being on top of somebody and petting them like this until they're however old is not good either, because then you're getting a piss corner guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Right?
Anymore, that's the new line. I'm gonna go in the
piss
corner and pee.
Yeah. Every time somebody
Anytime somebody has hurt feelings, go in the corner.
And I'm
go
not knocking them by any means, but this is sad. I think I've said this to you before. I work with a lot of young people. I've literally had 12-year-old girls saying to me, I can't right now, my anxiety is just super, super high. Or a boy say, my OCD is acting up. And I would say, well, have you been to a doctor? Are you on medication? Oh, no, my mom just said that I have OCD. Everyone's diagnosing their children. Everyone's saying, oh, my kid just has OCD. My son has ADD. My son... That's the dangerous part, because not only are we neglecting kids from back in the day, now we're labeling children now because everyone gets on the internet. And
Carlson, did you see Tucker Carlson's in it?
No.
Okay. Tucker Carlson's, he did an interview this week on X. I guess they give him, I guess he goes live on X, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It says Tucker Carlson on X. But anyway, he said in there that the government does not want to tell us what's really going on because it's scary. Because it's literally scary. They don't know what we're going to do about it.
Well, half of America's going to be pissing in the corner.
Yes.
The other half's going to be grabbing their guns. Let's go fight them. That's exactly what's going to happen. The world, we're divided enough. That's crazy.
It's insane. And I think I sent you, I think it was the Australian Minister of Defense, I think it was, or Canada, whatever. He came out and said, 100% it's real. And the CIA ran a program picking these UFOs up. The first one's picked up in 1933 in it.
How scary, though? Do you know, like, how scary they're talking? Scary, we're going to be scared as Americans?
What Tucker's saying is, oh, God, I know you guys all think I'm nuts.
I don't.
But I believe we were lied to since birth. I don't think any of this is real. And I know you think I'm nuts. I just watched a show called Silo. Did you watch Silo?
No. But the minute I start believing you, you fucking take it a notch crazier, Danny. You just had me entertaining the idea that the UFO thing was real and I'm believing in this and that. Now none of it's real?
Listen, no, the UFOs are real. Silo, did you watch the show? I think it's on Netflix. Okay, Silo. I just watched the first season of it. These people live in an underground silo, and they don't know why. 10,000 people live in this underground silo. They've never been outside. They've been in this silo, this people, for 140 years, and they don't know why they can't go outside. They have no idea, and they show the outside like it was nuclear bombed or something. So they could see out the window. And if you say, I want to go outside, they force you to go outside. When you go out there, you die. I'm not kidding you. That's what this show is. And I thought to myself, and they don't know why they're in this silo, and people are starting to question, is this fake? Is it really grass and beautiful out there? And they make them wear this helmet, and they're killing them with this helmet when they go out there. And they're like, we were lied to for 140 years. And I'm thinking, they're telling us by this show that we've been lied to our whole entire life. Our whole entire life. I watched a TikTok video where the lady thinks we're AI. She thinks we are AI. She thinks we are so far in the future that we were made. All of us were made, and every one of us are AI. We don't even know it.
Quick question. If that were to be the case, then, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, did they just make us all wait and then until we even knew what AI was? Why do we know now? Like, how would that even work?
What they're saying is back in the 40s we were AI too. We are AI. Not us.
We're not real.
No, that's what this lady believes. She totally believes we are the future of AI. All of us. That we are AI.
I did see something a little bit crazy, and I want to do this. When your body dies, they have something now, it's very expensive. They freeze your body right away. They have to put you on an extreme amount of blood thinners to make your blood so thin when your heart stops. If they do it within a specific amount of time, they can freeze you. It's very expensive to do, but you don't know when or if you'll ever wake up again.
Did you see this new pill that's going to make dogs live longer? Have you seen that?
No.
There's a new pill that you
I
give your
love
dog
that.
and it makes your dog live longer. I'm like, where the hell did we come up with that? Where did that come from? You
You
know?
know what's kind of sick about this stuff? Let's say that's true. That sounds really far-fetched.
No, it's
but
true.
Let's say,
It's why it was just approved by the FDA. It's real. This isn't Danny Miner craziness. This is real. This is 100%
if
real.
they can make a dog live longer, but we can't control a cancer spread. That's what I don't understand.
Okay, I don't believe
Or can we? I know what you're going to say. You don't believe that you.
I
you
believe
think
they
there's
could
a
cure
cure.
cancer. Yeah, it's all about money. It's all about money.
What about the really big people in? What about people that can afford and still die? Patrick Swayze.
Still, they're not going to tell Patrick Swayze.
Right, he wasn't important enough.
Yeah, and think about this. How did Magic Johnson get rid of AIDS?
That's what I it's kind of weird now. Detectable, non-detectable. All of a sudden, we figured it out enough to know that it's in people's stream and then it's not in people's stream. But the whole time, he was ranging from detectable to non-detectable. But he was the only one.
One more last UFO thing to drive you insane. I watched another video this week. You know how people say they see these orbs?
Yeah.
That's a big thing in the UFO world.
Yeah.
They see an orange orb, this and that. The one guy, you ready for this, Don? I kind of believe this. I know you think I'm nuts. He said when you look through that orange orb, it actually goes into a different dimension. And these Tic Tac UFOs come through there. And they're actually in a different dimension than us.
I want to know about this so bad because you've mentioned this to me before, and every time it stops here, and I always say to you, but Danny, what about the dead people? I want to believe this, but what about people that are deceased? So are they really in another dimension? They're really alive in that dimension. Like right now, I'm in 2023 dimension, approaching 2024 dimension. Can I get back to 95?
I wish you could.
Can I get back to 85? Could we do that?
I wish we could. I don't know. I think we're going to know a lot. I think me and you are going to know a lot before we die. In the next 25, 30 years, I think we're going to know. And listen, you guys question me. Jason questions me. You question me. But you're questioning me on stuff you know. We don't know about this. We don't know how it works. So you can use everything of your knowledge, your education, but you don't know how this works. So your education is not helping you with this.
Mm-hmm.
This is something we don't know. And everybody and their brother is saying it's real, and I think people are afraid. It's a scary thing. And I think that one guy said somber. He said, when people find out what I know, they're going to be somber. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What do you think that means?
I don't know. What could that mean? Have you thrown in any?
This is the
ideas
guy
in
that
your
came
head?
out with the TikTok
Yeah.
video. The guy that saw the Tic Tac video, the whole thing, filmed it. He said, when people know what he knows, they're going to be somber. And I think it's that we've been lied to our whole life. I think we've been lied to our whole entire life.
You know how pissed I'm going to be? I'm not even playing. You know how pissed I'm going to be? I would have been on a self-help journey since like 15 years old to frickin' now. That's a long time to build who I am today. And if someone turns around and seriously tells me my shit's fake, I'm going to be pissed off. Like, I'm not going to... You know how much therapy, education, time, energy, money went into me being myself? And that's not real? If you're like, no, now you're in another dimension, do it again. Imagine.
Do you believe that? Do you believe we come back? You don't, because you're very religious. I believe we come back.
I don't even know. I think sometimes, like, this is going to sound weird, but I think sometimes, like, we do come back as other things or other people or something.
I hope I don't come back as an animal.
That's so freaking weird that you just said that to me. So I didn't want to get.
But if
into
I'm a
this
bird, I'll
story.
know how they fly.
Right, and then you can tell me if I'm the cat. You'll be, this is how we fly.
Again, nobody answered the question. Jason's here. I'm sure have an educated.
Oh yeah, can we ask Jason?
Jason will have an educated comment on it.
Jason, how do birds fly?
How do birds fly?
Yeah.
How do
Okay, so they go up, right? Like, how do they get? Okay, we get this part, how they go up, but there's no propeller to take them up. So when a bird goes like this, how does it fly up?
How does it go this way? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes. How?
Okay, as far as actual aerodynamics goes, I don't know the full
See?
explanation.
Because there is none.
It is simply, it's about, and here's a great metaphor. It's about resistance. everything in life is about resistance, and that includes a bird in flight. It cannot fly without air current that it actually pushes against and into, over and beneath. And so it's all about resistance. So changing the pressure of air above it and versus the air below it.
We get that part.
We get that.
We get that. So it's going, but like a plane, like Danny said last week, a plane wouldn't be able to go with.
It has an engine that's
it has
making
something
it go
that's going.
straight. And how the hell does a bird
It's
do
an
that?
engine that sends it forward.
Yes.
Yeah. Now the birds do have, vertical or horizontal propulsion from the flapping of their wings to a small degree. Part of it is them riding the other existing air current as well. They don't hover in the same fashion as an aircraft does, because it does need that direct propulsion. But it's all about the air that's up there. Yes, you can't see it, but it is working in every direction.
All right, this is what I want to know. I see a bee, I see a fly, and I see that mother effer go, boom! He doesn't have an engine? How the hell is he doing that?
And at that speed.
And listen, and we just look at this, and listen, Jason's very educated. I can tell the way he talks, and I can tell he didn't know the answer to this. Right. And Jason, the reason we talked about this, I watched a bird the other day, and I'm thinking, how the F does this fly? I understand how it goes up. I want to know how it jets through the air. Somehow, it doesn't have an engine.
Right.
Done. And here's another thing. There's things out there that we just accept. That's it. Like I said, the channel changer. That's just the beam.
Remote, Danny.
The-
I don't
the-
know what the channel changes. I know what the channel changes.
Okay,
Don't call it
the
that.
remote, right? Oh, I'm gonna press this, and this beam goes, turns it. What fucking beam? What beam? This imaginary beam? Where did this come from?
Actually, it's not as much a beam anymore. The lasers and the infrared have been passed over with RF and infrared and radio frequency.
Where did that come from? Where did this beam come from? Where? Where? Like, we don't question anything. Like, was somebody sitting in their living room and said, I think I'll get this beam that's gonna turn the TV on. Like, who the hell came up with this? And if you think somebody just came up with this, you're kidding yourself. We got this intelligence from somewhere. I don't care what you say. No, but, and listen to this. Are you ready for this? We have a remote control. I'm sorry, what do we call it, remote control or channel change? Remote control. Here on Earth. And we have an effing machine on Mars, and I'm controlling it? Come on! If you believe that, I'm selling you the bridge. I'm selling you the bridge. If you believe we're controlling a machine on Mars from here, you're insane. So that fucking beam goes all the way to Mars and controls it? And I can't get cell phone service at Lake Mead? Come on.
Danny,
I'm not believing any of this.
which is which? There's sativa and indica, right? There's two kinds. No, I'm not kidding. And then there's a hybrid. Are you on the high one right now, the fast one?
No, I take indica.
That's the low one. The
No,
sleepy
indica's
one.
a sleep one, yeah. I'd be sleeping right now.
Did
if
you
I
ever take the other one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I took one. I went to the swimming pool because I didn't want to. I wanted to be high at the pool, but I didn't want to be
Sleepy high.
sleepy high at the pool. Yeah, I'll take it tonight. I'll be calmed down. But just listen. Answer me the question how that works. How do we remote control something on Mars? Answer the question. That's what I want to know. How does that happen when I can't get cell phone
We're gonna
service?
have a bunch of fucking scientists.
Listen,
that are trying to like.
I'm at Lake
Stupid
Mead
people.
and I can't call anybody. I can't call anybody, but if I was on Mars, I could call somebody. Come on. Come on. And if you think we had that technology in the 50s when we landed on the moon, you're crazy. That moon shit never happened. If you believe that, you're insane. I will bet anything that they never landed on that
Is
moon.
there anything?
Ever.
Is there anything you're 100% sure of?
No, because everything that I was supposed to be sure of was told to me.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
What about things that you factually see for yourself?
Then I believe it.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you factually see something for yourself, you believe it. But if things that have been taught to you,
These people living in that silo were told they can't go outside. Do they know they can't go outside? No, they were told they couldn't go outside. Just like we were told the earth is round and there's this moon. Dawn, I looked at the moon yesterday. One last thing, and I know we're going to go. I looked at the moon yesterday. I'm out at Lake Mead. I look at the moon. The moon is shining. It's so bright, it's shining on my lake. I could see it. It was like a beautiful picture I wanted to take. This moonlight from all the way up there shining on Lake Mead. And then I thought, that moon's shining on every fucking lake in the world. How? I'm sorry, I don't get this. I don't get this. I think I'm smarter than everybody else because I question everything. everything. So that moon is shining everywhere. And my grandson's looking at the same effing moon all the way. I think we were lied to since birth. And we just believed it. We're the people in the silo. Can't go outside, Don. It'll kill us.
Danny has his own moon. That's Danny's moon.
Listen, I don't believe in the moon. Okay? The moon's fake. It's hollow. It was put there.
It's almost hard to wrap my mind around, so we're going to get into, okay, 30 seconds.
The moon's fake. The moon's fake. I'm sorry. Listen, and you guys laugh at me, but how do you know? Because somebody in school told you there's the moon, and you know the light on the moon, yeah, that's coming from the sun. The sun lights everything up. You were told this. You have no clue if this is real at all. You don't know. You don't know that moon could have a light on it, for God's sake. You don't know. Yes, you have no idea. How come when they're on the moon, it's not lighted up? How come? Seriously, Don, I don't believe any of this. And why is it cold in space when the sun's up there? But it's hot here, but it's cold up there. The sun's up there. You think when you're close, it'd be hotter. Nope. It's only hot down here.
There's explanations for all of this.
Yeah, because they told these people drummed it up. They drummed it up. They're the same people that's remote controlling a car on Mars.
But they didn't make up the aliens.
That's the whole thing to this. They won't tell us that.
Yeah.
You two are both going to owe me an apology.
Yeah.
You both. Because
I believe you.
listen, do you know? And this world won't believe anything. They're so brainwashed. Them bodies they found in Mexico, of them 2 alien bodies, they did DNA tests on them. They're freaking real. But nobody, this is the Mexico government said these things are real. They did DNA tests on everything. But nobody wants to believe it. No, see, Jason's over there. I don't believe that. Jason don't believe that, but you believe you're on a ball floating through the sky. Yep, that's a good one. I'm on a ball floating through the sky. I believe that, but there's no way there's aliens. I believe I'm on a ball floating around, and that ball just turns, and somehow I don't fall off. Somehow there's gravity keeps me on that ball. Right?
Now you're speaking my language. Keep on.
Okay, gravity's keeping me on that ball. We believe that. We believe it. But there's no way there's somebody other than us on this planet. There's no way. But I believe I'm on a friggin' ball. Every day.
So they found the bodies in Mexico, and they did DNA testing on aliens?
Yes. You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, the Mexican
I
government.
must have missed
So
that.
the Mexican government came out. Every national news is talking about it. Every single politician's talking about it. But it's not true. It's not true. This is all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Where did they get the original DNA from the alien to know that's alien DNA? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta go research that.
It's true. It's 100% true.
It is.
But
True.
they don't want to, nobody wants to believe it. But we're on a ball. We're on a ball spinning and a beam and a this and that. But
You should run for president. I am not even kidding. I think so much of the world will just go, all right, we got to wrap this up. Vegas News, Dawn Sullivan, Danny Miner, Dawn Sullivan _ on Instagram. I think I'm Dawn Sullivan 17 on TikTok. Danny, tell these guys how to get in touch
First of all,
with you.
there's 2 white coat guys sitting out the door. What are they here for? They're not taking me.
Maria Loki called them. Like, okay, it's time. It's time. It's been weeks of this. We are now certain.
At the crime
experiment
solver,
is
you'll be
over.
entertained. Sorry, Maria. We were so long. Good. See you next
See you
week.
next week.